And it is coffee time. If you've not had your coffee out yet, you should definitely get it. And I'm joined by Steve Sanders from Heroicon. Now, for people who don't know what Heroicon is, what exactly is it?
It is a tabletop board game convention. So tabletop gaming, think about when you were a kid, we probably played Monopoly and Scrabble and things like that. It's evolved a lot from then.
Okay.
Some examples of that I brought up here. But we bring in people for 3 days for the weekend to the Decatur Conference Center and Hotel. They can come in, play games with us all weekend. We have games that are scheduled to run, so you can register on our website. You can also come in if you haven't played for a long time, you haven't played since those Monopoly and Scrabble days. Come in, we have an open game library, check us out. We'll be happy to sit down and play with you for a while, show you the ropes.
So now are they competitions, or how does that work when you say play the games?
Sure. Most of them are cooperative, sometimes competitive, but not much of a competition. We do have a Magic the Gathering tournament put on by our local board game store, Board Night.
Okay.
But that's the only real competition we have. Everything else is just for fun and casual.
Gotcha. And so what are some of these games? Are these some of the games people can come and play if they want to?
Yeah, they are. We've got some family games like King of Tokyo, where think about Godzilla. You're trying to take over Tokyo and destroy the city.
So you are Godzilla then?
Yeah, you're Godzilla and other monsters.
Okay.
Settlers of Catan, people have probably seen that at Walmart and Target and things of that nature. That's kind of our standard. Everybody plays that. We have role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons that people probably are familiar with the name from when we were kids and even today. But we continue to play these, and we have about 100 scheduled games.
Oh, wow.
Over 100 games in our library. You can come in and just grab and sit down and play with us too.
So what's the most popular game that people play at Heroicon?
The one that runs the most is we have a role-playing game called Pathfinder. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. That has the most play.
Okay.
And we have the most events scheduled for that.
So for people who don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, can you go into that a little bit?
Sure.
Because I've heard a lot about it. I know it's a role-playing game now.
Sure.
It's not necessarily a board game though,
no,
right?
Not necessarily. It's a tabletop. You use your books. You have ideas of how to do it, get through it. You roll your dice, a guy runs it, and it goes through.
Okay, cool. And now all of this also goes for a good cause as well, right?
Yeah, it does. There's a local charity called Games for Troops that sends board games to soldiers deployed all around the world for free. All they got to do is get on the website, gamesfortroops.org, and request. We've got already 30 to 40 requests out this year, filled over 100 last year, and all the proceeds from this go to that.
Okay, and people can do that at Heroicon, right?
They can, yeah. They can come in and talk to us, and we'll get them set up on how to do it.
All right, and if people are interested in coming out, when is that?
It's May 4, 5, 6 at the Decatur Conference Center and Hotel. Pretty much all day, each day. We start Friday at noon and keep going.
All right. Well, and again, this week's After Coffee deal, you get half off to a 3-day badge at Heroicon. The tabletop gaming convention offers everything from board games, card games, and more. Proceeds will benefit what we were just talking about, Games for Troops, who will send games overseas to soldiers. Head to WANDTV.com to learn more about this After Coffee deal and others local deals still available.